In January 2017, I was given an award by the First Baptist Church of Riverhead. And when I had to accept the award, I had written some words to say, but I left them on the kitchen table. So I'm going to just take this opportunity to thank the First Baptist Church of Riverhead with these remarks left on the kitchen table. Dearly beloved community, I promise I will continue to be that poet of well-being, that prophetic witness, that Christian conscience. I will fear no evil, and I will continue to bring poetry into the community and the community into poetry and step up to the next level, whatever that is. The next level of compassion, courage, commitment, the next level of speaking truth to power, the next level of witness, walking out on that fine line where poetry becomes prophetic witness and is not afraid to preach, to be a voice, always affirming, yes, we can. Figure in the moon. I see a figure in the moon, a woman looking for something she cannot see, shining her light on the crest of a wave and examining each one and moving on. The more she looks, the more she rises, the more her careful light corrects each wave, falling wider and further away until the whole sea is spread out underneath her, wave by wave, a net of diamonds now. And still she cannot find what disappeared there. Instead, the sea is blinded by her endless housekeeping, every wave inspected that she loved and could not save. This is Remembering Judy. You did not know my sister. She died before you were born. She was adopted. One day she smiled at me. I was happy. I don't know what I did or said, but now she is crying. It's so not fair, I can't fix it. I get angry, and now we are fighting all the time. No one could count the scars on her arms, like ripples of sand the ocean left after the hurricane. My sister wrote poetry, and it rhymed. My sister loved red wagons, baseball, and Elvis. Maybe today something I will do would make my sister smile. After the 2016 election, almost every poet I know started writing about the apocalypse from personal experience. So our time is now post-apocalyptic. On the plus side, the post-apocalyptic era gives us a chance to finally get to know who we're in the same boat with and really stand for each other, like Black Lives Matter, as do the lives of all endangered people, people threatened by violence and abuse, people historically regarded as chattel, women, children, people of color, LGBTQ people, immigrants, people of faith, people of no faith, all in the same boat. I believe poets have a special role. Poets are first responders. When people are in trauma, numb, hurting, can't believe what's happening, can't put words on it, grief, abandonment, we step up and say something vulnerable, truthful, saying what can't quite be said. We are the imposters who speak the truth, unknown and yet well known, dying and yet behold we live, sorrowful yet always rejoicing, poor yet making many rich, having nothing and yet possessing all things. That's how Paul describes the disciples in 2 Corinthians 6 through 10, but I think he means poets too. I don't know why writing poems seems so urgent right now. Maybe it's because first responders always hear the alarm. Listening to the names. 15 years later, it is the first time you sit there at the kitchen table, a lotus, listening to voices pronounce each syllable correctly, see a face with each name and age and place of origin. You have been Monmouth, Little Silver, Ronkonkoma. Some readers not yet born that morning. There was no water rising and falling, no silver bell, no white roses, red roses, little flags stuck between letters, no black granite carved with names. After the apocalypse, leaf glitter litters down a gold road, branches ache a broke sky. You can make $100 a day on your computer by sending out links on a private server for a one-time fee of only $97 if you act now. Gold veins rain down, grackles hop dry stalks. We have so little time, too old to know any better, too gone to find the bottom line, scrolling down the phone, looking for what was lost a generation ago, like the divorced mom with 2 kids and no skills who became a millionaire in just 10 minutes a day, as recommended by this guy from Shark Tank you're sure would never lie. He's a billionaire, you say. Why would he lie? After the apocalypse, downtrodden leaves soar toward their lost branches, glittery music of mourning, keening lost victories like armloads of clothes in an agitating cycle, gold blades bursting the canopy, millions of stillborn leaves flying home. Hosanna, they whisper. What could happen if you press this green button at the end of the screen? Act now. After the apocalypse, this offer will not be recognized. Planting annuals. For years, I do not plant them. Why bother? They only last a season. Perennials return, each in certain order. First, crocuses occur, then daffodil, tulip, iris, peony, parade from St. Patrick's through Pentecost, bloom of the inevitable. Why bother with flowers that last only a season? Who needs them? Knees in the mud, digging them in, knotted stems and sticky leaves, silly petunias, pale lavender petal clowns flopping down, spilling out along the ground, blossoming overgrown, left unplanted too long, then crammed in, roots packed and wrapped. I tear through the threads to plant them, maybe too late, and maybe it is only for this one season, but my mother loved petunias, and I am planting them.